Hello and welcome to the most recent edition of the How the Hell Did I Get Here show with Meg and Rachel. Thanks for joining us and listening in. Today our guest is Scott Jacobs. He is a world-renowned artist. Scott became the first officially licensed Harley-Davidson artist in 1993 after Harley representatives saw his work at an art expo in New York City. Scott's images can be seen on many objects from limited edition graphics to Franklin Mint collector's plates, coffee mugs, beach towels, clocks, and many other things. In 2010, he released his second coffee table book, The Art of Scott Jacobs, The Complete Works, which showcases works from as early as the late 80s. In 2016, he and his wife moved their operations from California and opened Jacobs Gallery in Deadwood, South Dakota. You can see original paintings and a large collection of vintage Harley-Davidsons on display in his historic western town. And they have also recently, really recently, just a couple months ago, opened Jacobs Brewhouse and Grocer in Deadwood, South Dakota. So they have a lot on the plate, and we're excited to hear Scott's story today.
Think about it, it's successful people surround themselves with other successful people. We don't know everything. It's just like any president that's ever been there. They surround themselves with people that are advisors to them that are way smarter, know way more than them. And then ultimately the president makes the decision, and I guess I'm the president of this company, so I listen to everybody's opinion, whether it's the dishwasher or somebody that's a server here. I listen to their opinions because it affects their day. It affects my business, and I have to be open to that. I shake the hands of everybody who works for me here at the end of the day, and I tell them thank you so much for what you do for us, because everybody's an integral part. Whether you're the bartender that's flipping drinks up and having a show for everybody behind the bar, or the person that's in the back washing dishes, that's keeping that kitchen moving because they need more clean pans to make the next dish. Everybody's important. There's not one person in this company that is less important than the other ones.
Man, Scott, you should meet some of our CEOs that we work with. We love it. We love it. Okay.
I learned it along. I'm the guy that gets on the floor, cleans the bathroom floor, because I need to show everybody that works for me I am not above doing anything that they're doing. I'll step, if they need help cleaning the dishes or whatever, I'll step in there and help them. I don't have to have a clean shirt and walk around, shake hands, kiss babies all night long. I'm willing to do whatever any of them are doing at any time, because that's how I got here. I mean, how you talk about how the hell did I get here? I was willing to do whatever it took to get here. I was willing to prove my parents wrong when they told me I would never amount to anything. So I think that's what put in my mind that to be successful, I got to do this on my own. My parents aren't supportive. I got to figure out how to do this on my own. And, I took one step at a time. I remember how I got here. I think about it often. I think about all the people that helped me over the years. A good friend of ours said, if you want 50% more out of life, you have to ask for it. And there's so much truth to that. A lot of people come in, they see all these guitars that are hanging on my wall here in the brew house, and like, how did you get all those? Well, I met all these people over the years, and I said, hey, I collect guitars. You happen to have one that maybe you're not using much anymore? You could sign and I could have it for my collection. Maybe 30, 40% of the ones I have, people gave me because I asked. And if you don't know the answer, is it a stupid question? No, you should always ask. I get, these artists that ask me, how did you get here? It's because I asked. I asked other people for help, people that were more successful than me. How did you get here? How come you have your art in so many galleries? How did you do that? And then I listened to what they said, and I implemented things that were being successful for other people, which a lot of people are afraid to ask. They're afraid to ask for help. Maybe some people's egos are so big that they don't want to ask for help. Oh, I can do this on my own. Yeah, maybe to an extent you can do a lot on your own. But if you got other people that you've met in your lifetime on your journey to success, and you can learn a little bit from each of them, it makes the journey a lot easier.
Awesome. Well, So that kind of aha moment you had was your how the hell did I get here moment was kind of around the moment when you realized you were sort of on your own and you had to figure out how to make your own way?
Well, I don't know that I necessarily had an aha moment. I had many aha moments. People have asked me in the past, and to me, for business, I think about it as like a Monopoly game. I want to own Boardwalk. I want to have Park Place. I want to have hotels on it. And it's like a game to me. It's not about the success of having a bunch of money. It's just, what can you do with your life? How can you change things? Like here in Deadwood, we knew that there wasn't really a corner restaurant that was just a beautiful old place where you can go in there, you can go shop, and you can get some groceries and grab a bottle of wine and sit down. It didn't exist here. So we're trying to, come up with things and help a community that needed other things. So it was a challenge to us. Okay, we have this vision. Let's build a brew house. Let's do this. Let's put a grocery store and let's build a bakery and see if it works. It's working great. I mean, it like gets you to the next step. And then after this, I'm probably going to do something else here in town, but I haven't figured out what it is. It's all about those steps. It's all about the rungs on the ladder and how you get here. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a little nerve wracking. It's scary at times. But as you know, I don't know some of the, what would you call it, the sayings that many people have said, but if you're not afraid to fail, I mean, you're never going to be successful. I mean, everything I've done has not been successful, but I've learned something great and something valuable with every failure, not to make that mistake twice. I think it's made me who I am today. I've got a very supportive family. My wife, my kids have stood behind me and all the decisions I made. They grew up with me traveling around the world, making appearances with my art, and that got me to where I am today. So the sacrifices that my family made for me in my career is one of the ways how the hell did I get here? If my wife was one of the wives saying, no, you're not going to Australia again for 2 weeks. You're not doing that show over there. And she held me back from doing all that. I don't know that I would necessarily be as successful as an artist today because she would have, kept me from doing those appearances. It's a lot of people helped in this journey. It wasn't just me. I had the vision. I had the drive. I have a huge work ethic where I'm not afraid to work 12 hours, 15 hours a day, which I've been doing now for the last few months in a row. Because I know what it takes to get here. And I know that the payoff will be great because I'll be able to step back. I'll be able to look at the companies that I've built and be able to say, hey, I did that, not necessarily on my own, but I was a part of this great thing that a lot of people are enjoying.
Yeah, I love that. You're on our system, as we mentioned earlier, you're a fixer. That's really a team. You're also team driven. So a lot of what you just mentioned was about how tolerant you are for new ideas and chaos and traveling and doing new things all the time and looking for something new to do that's going to be a challenge. And also, you also talked about your team side of it. So what do you think your proudest team that you've built is?
Really just everybody that works for us, whether it's at the gallery, whether it's at the, the team that I travel around the world with doing all these shows with. I'm proud of all of them. I mean, I really am. They're all doing so good. And, it's funny because when I talk to them, I actually get teary-eyed and choked up because I look out, when I first spoke to everybody that was here at the brew house, say, and there's 30 new employees all sitting in the room, and they introduced me, and I came and I talked to them for the first time, and I'm looking at all these people that had passed, like a test, like a personality test that we gave them, and we wanted them to understand the vision that we had here in Deadwood to bring it to a new level. And all these people signed on and said they had the same vision as us and they wanted to be a part of it. And I'm looking at all these faces and, it's just amazing that these people want to be part of this, because I can't do it on my own. Our family can't do it on our own. And I'm just proud of everybody. Everybody, I like when I'm walking around my gallery, everybody in my gallery knows it, pretty much everything about my career. And I hear them talking about me, not because they have to, but I think they're proud to be a part of the journey that I've been enjoying my whole life. and they truly love it. They truly love talking about it, and the people get engaged. And I hear them talking about me all day long, and I could be just standing there behind the counter, and a lot of times they won't even introduce me to the people which is cool, because I get to hear their real reaction about the art and about the journey that I've made, which is really an interesting thing for me to hear directly from, what they say, the horse's mouth.
Yeah, that must be surreal to hear other people tell your story.
Yeah, I hear it all day long. I kind of get bored of it, though. I already heard it.
And they're done that, right?
Yeah, there's when you do what I've done in my lifetime, and I've played drums with all these famous people around the world. I've truly lived an amazing life, and I'm so blessed, and I know that. And I don't ever take it for granted. I've told people in the past, good friends of mine, I said, if I become super arrogant and cocky, please just punch me in the face. Because I don't want to be that guy. And every once in a while, I see myself going there, where I become braggadocious or whatever you want to call the word. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't like when that comes out. I find myself sometimes almost defending myself in my career. Somebody will say something about, their art and this and that. And I feel like, oh, I can up you on that. I did this and I did that. And I hate when I do that. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the modest guy that people can find out on their own what I've done. And if they're impressed, great. If they're not, that's okay too. I'm impressed with what I've gotten done in my life.
Awesome. Well, Scott, we really appreciate you joining us on the How the Hell show. And before we go quickly, because you've got such an incredible amount of art to share with the world, where's the best place for people to find your art? Online?
The best place would, Scott Jacobs Gallery on Facebook. We have where our fan page is, or Scott Jacobs Studio on if you just Google Scott Jacobs Studio, it'll take you right to our main website, which has everything. It's got all the art on there, all the different genres I've done, whether it's motorcycles or cars, flowers, wine, all the different types of imagery I've done over the years. And it also has our product line of all the clothes that I've designed, and different products like coffee mugs and beer steins, puzzles, and all the different products that the images appear on.
Awesome. All right. Well, again, thank you for joining us. It was awesome to hear your story, and we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining us on.
Thank you so much. My honor to be a part of it. You guys have your girls. Why do we always say you guys when it's girls? You girls have an amazing day. We got to change that. We got to, get some shirts that say that.
All right. Well, we'll be first in line to buy those. The Scott Jacobs.
The
You Girls line.
T-shirt line. I like it.
The new you girls line. Well, you girls have a great day. All right.
Thanks so much, Scott. You too.
Thanks,
Take
Scott.
care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.